Welcome back to Foxboro's Fortress, your home for all the latest in the New England Revolution. I'm Cecil Kenny. We got Cameron Benevit on the other side. No cameras today because we're both having terrible hair days. That's what we're chopping it down to. Cam, how we doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Doing great. Good to have you back on after back-to-back guests with Sam Latoff and Dry Powder Pod's own Abe Doubleday Bush.
Yes, sir.
We got another Revs win to look into today. We sit fifth in the East after winning against the Columbus Crew. And then we look ahead to another midweek match, this time against Atlanta United. I don't like midweek matches just for the sake of recording. So we should have ourselves an episode. You're going to see us again on probably like Thursday or Friday, putting out another episode. You never know at this point with us. Doing our best. We had a hectic weekend. We're getting by. Well, the Revs have won four matches and have won four in four. We started out the season, not great. And then we started out with three losses in four matches, and then we've won four straight. We beat the Columbus Crew, who's always been a tough team to beat. I saw today um, that we hadn't won at home against Columbus since 2021 with Traustason and Maciel and Bunbury and Bo and all those guys. Farrell will start in that game. We hadn't won at home against Columbus since then, which is crazy, but not far to think about. So, pretty crazy. But hey, Ceballos goes off with a 17th minute injury. We hear it's a groin injury. Cam, what does this do to the Revs back line going forward? Ethan Kohler had himself a decent game. Where do you think
Yeah.
he slept? Where do you think goes in? And how does he play a role? And what is the outlook for the Revs thus far?
Um. Well, apparently he's out for 12 to 16 weeks. Don't know how true that is, but let's not base that prediction that we saw the good 20 minutes ago on that. I think Ethan Cooler definitely steps in. He played at the start of the season, and a couple losses we had weren't his fault. But he did get some time on the international break. I think he'll slot in that center back role. Could be Tanner Beeson, but I feel like he's going to be a guy who plays in the Open Cup. So for Wednesday's match, I feel like it could be Kohler. I don't know. It varies. I mean, I could see Beeson Wednesday. He's had the 8-day break from not playing. So it could be Beeson Wednesday, then Beeson the Wednesday following because we have the Open Cup. But I think Kohler's a better option. But for game time wise, I feel like it should be Beeson Wednesday. But I think talent wise, Kohler is a better center back. He's just stronger. He played well against Columbus. So I think
Yeah,
it definitely has a big impact. He's a big part of the team. Now it's time for Fofana to step up in a leadership role and do what Ceballos has been doing all season.
yeah. Starting for Fofana, he's had himself a more consistent year this year. And you've also got who started at CDM this match because of Polster still being injured and Jackson Mueller not being available and us not being able to play Oyeroth. And I would have liked to see Klein start there over uh over Kohler, but I'm glad he actually ended up starting as he was able to slot back down. When I saw the 17th minute injury, my initial thought was, hey, he's gonna we're gonna have um Kohler slot back into center back. You're gonna have Yusuf come down. Can't remember directly who he subbed on off the top of my head.
Hey, Miller.
We subbed on Miller. That's good. Yeah, we get him in. I'm not totally a fan of getting Miller in that early because he did just play 120 minutes in the Open Cup, which isn't my favorite, especially if we're trying to build back minutes on him. I want to see him starting. I don't love to see him come in that early after playing for such a long time just on Wednesday. No, it's a Tuesday. Um, but even then, not my favorite. Um, then you have yourself a Max Arfston goal. Helps my five-a-side team, but Revs going to half down 1-0. But then you have yourself Thor Turgeman scoring in the 55th minute, assisted by none other than Luca Langoni. At this point, what else can you ask? Turgeman, he's been doing well. He with two assists and a goal up to this point. He gets himself another goal. Like to see more of a goal scoring him as a more goal scoring option going forward. I think I was talking with Sam about that on our episode, so make sure to check that one out. Uh, and then because we were talking about the Open Cup and how Zambrano hasn't shown too much, uh, and hopefully he does well, but he didn't. So yeah, many things, many things. Either way, you have yourself Turner. You have yourself a few scuffles with Turner and Gomez both getting yellows. You have a Carlos Hill penalty goal, and it's just how Abe and I drew it up. We had ourselves the penalty, and it was supposed to donk this post, the other post, Schulte's face, the bar, bounce, hit a rifle, go back, hit Jackson
Mhm.
Poole, hit Slide, who bicycles it in. That's how it's supposed to go. Obviously, Carlos Hill just decided to go down the middle, but hey, whatever works at this point. You should go check that episode out. That was a good episode. Had a lot of fun. Laughed a lot. Yeah, you have that, and then you have Arfston getting yellow and Camacho getting yellow, and the Revolution will win the match 2-1. It's a great sight to see. I'm not, you can't be mad at that at all. Not even a little bit. You have yourselves getting feisty at times with quite a few fights breaking out, but it's for the love of the game, all right? That's what I'm chalking it down to.
Yeah,
You do see we got our one good, one bad here. And what I'm seeing here is Luca Langoni doing his thing. Marco Mitrovic has figured out that Luca Langoni is the answer for all of our problems in New England. You're also seeing Tershman score and Heel score, which is great. You'll also see Will Sands doing some great things. And I don't I don't really want to see that stop. So he's not being bad by any means. Doing he's actually doing well. So I
hmm
think, Cam, I want to get your opinion on this. I want to see when Peyton Miller is fully back to health. I think if Ceballos is out, this is the lineup I want to see. I want to see Turner with Feingold, Kohler, Fofana, and then Sands. And you drop into the midfield. I want to see Reigns and Yusuf, see what they can do in a full 90 together at that CDM spot. And then I
Yeah,
want to see Langoni and Miller with Heel and Tershman. That's the lineup I want to see if Ceballos is out long term and uh, Miller gets fully healthy. What are we thinking?
I agree. I think Miller. It's going to take time for Miller to get fully healthy. I think the Revs are in a comfortable enough spot that they can allow Miller to still manage his minutes better and not risk injury, especially if certain things happen this summer. Um, but I like the thought there. I think Yao definitely may do half and half, may do a 30-60 with him. Um, but yeah, I like that idea. I think it's a good thought. Miller's been good on the wing. Um, yeah, I agree with it.
We didn't see Griffin Yao feature this match. It says a
Yeah,
lot about
he
how
also played a lot against
he did play a lot, but we haven't really seen Griffin Yao's impact this season of how we were expecting. And so we're sitting here. We didn't spend all that much on him, which we thought was a bargain, but we really haven't seen what we wanted to see out of him thus far. Is that a cause for concern as we expected him to be a very good player for us and he's not living up to his expectations? Are we having are we looking at another situation of, hey, this could be Luca Langoni, he has a not great season and then he comes alive next season, or like what do you think's the deal here? Why isn't Rick Meow succeeding in New England?
I don't think it's a cause for concern yet. It's just really early. We're all still getting used to Marco's tactics. Um,
Hey,
I just don't think he's being utilized how he should be. He's very good on one on ones. He's kind of not getting those opportunities enough. Um, I feel like we're not utilizing him the right way, and that's not allowing him to perform as good. Um, but I mean, I don't think it's a cost for return yet. So I'm going to be honest with you.
Good, good. Um, Another thing I want to touch on here. You got yourself Dave Goodness and you have Carlos Seal. I want to see them both in the pitch at the same time at some point. I feel like I want trying to figure out how to word this. What would it take to have them both on the field for us to succeed? Because if the Goodness and Heel are able to play on the field at the same time, I feel like we are given a very good combo there. We're able to bring Miller off the bench and we're able to start like if we could start the Gundas out wide, that'd be great. But we haven't seen that yet. Is that just Gundas getting back to health? Or are we like struggling to get him and Carlos to play on the pitch together?
Um, I feel like Fagundes was kind of brought in as a depth piece and a guy who needed minutes, and he's getting the minutes where he should be getting minutes. So that's in the Open Cup. I feel like it's going to be tough. I mean, he's versatile. We know that. So it's going to be tough to start him over a guy like Peyton Miller or Griffin Yao or Youssef when he's playing on the wing area. So I don't know the odds. I want to see the same thing, but when do we see that as a question? Because I don't think we see it against Orlando in the Open Cup. Maybe we do, but with a midweek game this week and then a game on Saturday in one of the biggest games of the year for us right now, because of Miami. Excuse me. I don't know when we're gonna see that. Maybe if I feel like if we advance in the Open Cup past Orlando, because we get to the round of eight, we get to the quarterfinals if we advance, correct?
That how that works? I don't know. No, I haven't followed the trajectory there. I need to check on that. You keep talking. I'll find that out.
I'm I'm pretty sure it's the round where we're at the quarterfinal, and that's where kind of the Open Cup gets serious, and we have a chance to actually go and win the whole thing.
If
But I
we
feel like maybe we see it there if the goal doesn't get consistent minutes. Um,
if we win against Orlando, we go into the quarters. You're right. We're in the 16 right now. Sorry,
yeah,
Funnel changed up their layout. And so there's different tabs now. I like it a lot better. It was just a bit confusing first.
yeah. I feel like if we advance, there's a better chance that we'll see them both play together. But I don't know how common it is right now. I want to see it. It's definitely something that could happen, but um, we'll see.
Yeah, we definitely. I think we will probably see that. Hopefully, if we win against Orlando, we might see it in a minute. But you never know with this club. It's always a question of who's going to start. At this point, it's all mystery. We have some five sides brought to you by Viking Sports MA. Abe takes down. He takes me down. I dropped to 1-7. This is not. This is a terrible showing. Yeah, 1-7. Sorry, I forgot about the Open Cup. I was like, we've only played 7 MLS games. Now we've played the Open Cup as well. Where it's not a too hot showing for me, ever. Clearly, um, Abe had Turner, Ceballos, Keel, who was captained, and then also Tershman and Miller, who got that. It works out to a 7.44, where I end up with Schulte, Fofana, Yusuf, Rossi, who is my captain, and then Arfston, who ends up with a grand total of 7.32, dropping me to 1-7, where he becomes the third person on Foxboro's five side to then be undefeated, with him joining Sam as the two undefeated guests on the podcast, with Raphael being the only multi-game undefeated player. Cam, I won my one game against you. I didn't get to celebrate with you on air, against you on air, because that I ended up celebrating against with Sam. So that math works out, I think. And then
Yeah,
myself,
sorry, it's all good.
you just didn't want to see me succeed. It's okay. You know.
Yeah,
Anyways, got some prediction, or we'll go to the computer. This is just basically, hey, if we picked all those players, we would have ended up with a basically a flat 8 and 8.02 with Turner, uh, Zadwowski, Heel, Arpston, and Turgeman. Abe wasn't far off. One of the closest we've had. We're getting closer each time. And I will not take over Foxboro's Sports. It's not going to happen. Now we get down to the point where we're looking at man of the match. We're looking at predictions. This was going to be the match where my prediction was going to come true. We won 2-1. My prediction was 1-1 draw, but Turgeman scored, and then Rossi had the assist on the goal. I had him scoring, but obviously Hill scored in the 85th on a pen, and that dismantled my prediction completely. I got the Columbus score right. I got Turgeman scoring right. I almost got Rossi scoring right. Abe, on the other hand, he had the Revs winning, and he had Hill scoring, but he had 1-0. Unlucky for both of us. I was close until Hill decided to score. Now,
Mm.
man of the match. Cam, how about you go first? What do we got for man of the match? So there's a few good options. I think I know who I want to do.
Based on looking at statistics and just overall match rating, I'd probably have to go with Carlos Seal. Slot on the penalty in the last few minutes and definitely winning a lot of fouls in that game, as we saw with the little scuffles. Um, but the 8.4 match rating with really good stats. 89% accurate passes, 3 chances created, 75 touches, um, 4 out of 6 long balls. I'd probably say Carlos. A close second would maybe be Ethan Kohler. Stepping up in a CDM role, he hasn't played this season. We
Yep.
saw what he can do in the Marco system. So
That's actually exactly what I was going to give it to. Ethan Kohler, he had a great game. Just watching him, being able to adapt. Number one, starting his first, he might have started week 1, but starting, we knew he was versatile, being able to play fullback, center back, and defensive mid coming into his time in New England. We'd seen him feature out wide. We'd seen him feature at center back, where we'd never seen him feature at defensive mid. And we got to see him there for 17 minutes until Smiles goes down. And then he actually makes a very seamless transition to center back. And he has a great game at center back for the rest of the game, which is a great thing to see for a Revs fan. He's what, 20 years old, and he's a very versatile player. And he's very young, which makes this a it's going to hopefully make this transition with life without Sabathia for the next few weeks, maybe. Who knows when he'll be back? Uh, it it should make this transition rather rather smooth if he continues to have these type of performances. And yeah, that'll pretty much do it for the first half of this week, this segment, this podcast, and then we'll come back in just a moment after talking about Leading Lights LLC. We'll come back and talk about Atlanta United midweek.
Unlock the power of your platform data with Leading Lights, experts in transforming raw numbers into compelling benchmarks. Leading Lights helps a variety of companies turn insights into engaging stories that drive growth. Elevate your brand with data-driven content that captivates your audience and sets you apart from the competition with Leading Lights. Visit their website at leadinglights.io to see how you can transform your platform data.
And a little back one too. Foxboro Fortress, your home for all the latest on the New England Revolution. Once again, Cecil kind of here. Got Cam on the other side. We got Atlanta United this week. Atlanta are not good. They're 1-1-6. 1 win, 1 draw, 6 losses. They haven't been good. They still aren't good. And they've brought in a lot of talent to still not be good. So this could very much be another Revs win. It's a midweek match. It's 7:45 kickoff, which is not actually accurate. It's going to kick off at 8. They do have
exactly.
they do have some solid players, but most of the team's not very good. It's like average MLS quality. That clearly is not average because they're 14th in the East. They still have guys like Miguel Almiron though, and Moranchuk and Latte La, and they just still aren't good. So Excuse me. It's late. We need to never be recording at this time again, Cameron.
Had to get a workout in.
Should have recorded while you were working out. Get me on the phone. We would have recorded right then, all right?
I would get kicked out of my local gym.
Just like you're like you're it's just like you're on a phone call. You just do only audio and you just like we just hear you grunting as you're doing a bench press. And you're like, well, with my next pick, one. I'm gonna pick Latte Law. That's that's what we need to do. That's the next episode. Us in the gym, working out while recording. That's the note. All right. I picked first in the five side. This is where it gets difficult. Because they're not good and we're good. So this is gonna be a lot of New England players, all right. And Luca Langoni has 6 assists on the year, plus a goal. But Carlos Hill is always Carlos Hill. But it's important to get keeper out of the way early because Hoyos is not the keeper I want. And so it's going to be Carlos Hill for me. I'm going to kick it off with Carlos Hill. Cam, you have 2 picks left. 2 picks to go. 2 picks. Go.
Matt Turner
Screw you.
and Luca Langoni.
All right. So I just don't like it.
It's all right.
There. Anyways, I'll take Tershman at striker because I don't love Latte Law. I'll take Tershman at striker. Not too mad at that. And then we're going to go from there. I'm going to pick my defender in Fofana. Yeah. We're not going to take Ceballos.
Will Sands.
Not a bad shout.
Well, Will Sands, I want. Would you classify? What would you put? Well, I have Turner. I have my attacker, my goalie, and my defender. Right.
Correct.
What would you classify Almiron as?
I'm going to classify him as whatever Fom says. He's a winger, so he's going to count towards forward.
Would you classify Moranchuk as a?
Moranchuk. He's
Actually, hold on.
He'll be
I
an
think I have.
attacking mid.
Hold on a minute. I have another pick. I think I want to go with just because I like his name, and it's going to be a hassle for you. But I don't know if he's actually been playing or not. Hold on.
Moranchuk. But I might know who you're going for.
Is Saba Lobjanitsa not been playing? Oh man! Oh, he has been, but he's been playing. I'm gonna go with Almiron. I'm gonna put him as an extra.
You just like don't like me and wanted me to spell Lobahan. All right, you're not very nice, Cameron. You understand that?
What? I didn't do anything.
You were gonna have me spell Saba Loahanse.
Lobjanitsa.
All right, you're gonna have me freehand that one. All right.
Yeah.
You just took him and Sands. I have my extra. I'll take Hoyos because who else am I gonna take? I really wish they were starting Hibbert. Is that his name? Jaden. The backup keeper. Pretty sure that's his name. Jaden Hibbert. I wish they were starting him and not a 36-year-old loser or else. But man, whatever works, I guess. I'm gonna do. I could take Yusuf, but I want Eli Feingold. Do I? Wait. It's either him or Peyton Miller.
We'll pay Miller start. We'll pay Miller play.
That's the question here.
Yeah.
I don't think he's starting yet. Give me Feingold. I think we have one more match of him on the bench, and then we see him starting later. Who do you got as your midfield spot?
I'm gonna go with. Did you already take him? Did you already take Yusuf?
Nope.
I'll take Yusuf.
I was already typing it in before you even said it.
Yeah.
It's a genius, all right? I'll throw chalk to Dante. That's smart. We need to if Brooklyn Reigns starts to do well, I'm immediately picking Brooklyn Reigns. I have such a high feeling of him. I just need him to do well at some point to justify me picking him on Sunday.
Yeah.
Like I have such high hopes for him as a player. I just need him to have like 3 good games in a row, and then I'm picking him first pick. Like I don't know, man. Now it's time for predictions. Again, I'm in the 5 side. I'm 1-7, and Cameron's 3-1. Will Cameron jump to 4-1, or will I jump to 2-7?
Oh, wait till you hear my prediction. You're gonna be like,
I'm scared.
"What the heck?"
Go
You want to
for it.
hear that?
Yeah,
All
let's do.
right, 4-0 Revs win.
That's not even a crazy shout at this point.
Door Turgeman hat trick. Hear me out.
Come on, give me a second. 4-0 Revs with Tershman hat trick. Give me
Now
some.
just hear me out. Now just hear me out on this.
I'm hearing you out.
So when Dort Turgeman joined the Revs last year, he strived, right?
Yes.
Got like 3 goals, 1 assist.
Yes, something like that.
What were 2 out of his 3 goals? What kind of surface was he playing on? Turf. What does Atlanta have? Turf. Give me Turgeman to play well on turf for the hat trick. Give me the 11th minute. Give me the 29th minute, and give me the 62nd minute.
Tershman on the 29th, and then you said 32nd.
Yeah. Yeah, I said the 62nd.
16th, my fault.
No,
Um,
it's okay.
and then you have one remaining Revs goal. Who does that goal come
And
off of?
then that's gonna come off of I'm gonna go with Luca Langoni in the mm, we'll go 45 and stoppage time at the 45th minute.
Put a number on it. Let's hear it. How many? What MLS stop?
45 plus 3.
Nice. We're gonna
And can I just say one thing?
go right ahead.
Thoughts on if Turgeman does get a hat trick, do I get donuts? Because that's an outrageous prediction.
You know, I
Put it
might.
put it on the record here.
I'm putting it on the record. I'm real.
If Turgeman gets a hat trick, do I get donuts?
If Tershman gets a hat trick, I'll send you a $10 Dunkin' gift card, as I would if you got the prediction right.
All right.
If Tershman gets the 3 goals this match, that's good enough for me.
I mean, that's a pretty
That's
tough
it's a
prediction there.
crazy prediction.
Like
And
you
so
gotta get you gotta give it to me, man.
if you manage to get the Tershman hat trick and the Revs win 3-0, I'm sending you the gift card.
All right. All right. I like the sound of this.
If Luca
It's a
gets
little bit.
if Luca gets the extra, I don't know. It's the same thing as if he got the hat trick. So it's like, yeah. If he gets
No, 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 no. Don't worry.
if he gets the hat trick, that's Dunkin' it. All right.
Don't worry, because he is gonna
If
get the
we could
hat
get like
tricks.
a donut place to sponsor the podcast, that'd be fantastic.
That
Now,
would be nice.
I bet you forgot. That's a no comment, Eric. The Revs, like, I don't see us doing well against a billion LN United fans in a stadium.
Oh, I do.
So I don't see us doing bad by any means. I have a win. I just have us only scoring 2. I just don't see us scoring more than 2. It's gonna be like a late 2 though. It's gonna be 2-0 Revs, and give me in the first half, Atlanta has most of the chances. We're nervous going into half. And then from there, we end up we'll end up scoring in the 73rd minute with a Eli Feingold goal. And
Okay.
then you go from there. You're gonna have yourself a very nice 81st minute goal by none other than an own goal on Hoyos.
An own goal on the goalie.
Correct.
Do you know how often that happens?
Very often.
Ooh, very often.
Have you seen the way half the stuff fall off tracks? It's like an ongoing keeper, like a solid 60 to 70% of the chance. 60 to 70% of the time. Because it's weird. I really don't like to do it, but if it, if it's marked as an own goal by Hoyos in the 81st minute, I fantastic. I have an own goal on Hoyos. So Feingold and own goal on Hoyos, which is realistically I'm putting down own goal on Hoyos, but that ball is gonna come from a Fofana header. And he's gonna bobble it.
What we might these might be the worst predictions we've ever made in our lives,
Yeah,
by the
these are
way.
some terrible predictions. We should never be recording at 10:35 p.m., by the way.
This has I would some would say it has nothing to do with the time. It's just we don't know how to predict. And you know what? It's midweek and we're on a roll. So let's just throw out some stuff that could happen. And if it does happen, we're happy.
We do have a comment. I believe perhaps throw this in the script, but I'm gonna read it out now. It's from Paulo S. 'Cause I remember it coming in. Now, I'm gonna scroll back a bit. So, Paulo S. says, "Rest score in Atlanta?" Question mark. No, Cam has him scoring a hat trick. I don't think so. He has rest. He had rest in the midweek last week. He didn't play against Rhode Island, whereas Luca played and Peyton played and all those guys played. So I don't see him resting. I see him resting the Open Cup game in a few weeks, but I don't see him resting midweek this week. What about you, Cam?
Um,
Right.
no,
Absolutely not.
no. I
I
I
have
don't think so.
I have scored a hat trick. Why would I ever say that?
Yeah, no.
These are some wild predictions. This is what happens when the wins get to our head. You throw the
No,
tie.
no, no. This
Oh,
is what happens when you think positively about your football.
for once in our lives, this is impressive. With that being said, though, that's pretty much going to do it for the episode. I don't know when this is going to come out. It's probably going to be Monday, but at some point. And then our next episode probably is going to be Friday morning, as I'm probably going to record Thursday after this Atlanta match. And then we'll look ahead to excuse me, my match after that. And then we have a midweek game after that. And then we have Saturday win. And then that might be the end of midweeks, but who knows if the points that and check it. I didn't know this was a midweek game until Cameron told me 5 minutes before starting the recording. So that's where we sit there. With that, though, make sure you're following us on X and Instagram at Foxboro Sports. Make sure you're following on whatever platforms you're on, whether it's Spotify, Amazon, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. If you want to be featured in the next episode, follow us. Make sure you leave a comment and let us know your questions and thoughts. We have them out on all platforms. Just respond. Who are you in the script? Except this time, I'll look at my Twitter notifications. It's not quite in the script. I created the script moments before we recorded. Bear with me now. Thanks, Leading Light LLC once more for sponsoring. Same with Viking Sports MA. Did some great photography work for them the other day. And then I already said the episode. That being said, Cameron, you have this line once more. I'm proud of myself.
I do.
I got no con lyric in there. His new album will come
You
back.
did.
Will come out the morning that we record. And
Did you watch the documentary?
I have not. I'm watching that this week. I haven't gotten a chance to. So watching that,
It's very good to all listeners. I recommend.
I'm watching the documentary this week because um I just haven't had time. And so I'm watching that. I'm not a huge like watcher of shows or movies. And so basically what my plan for this week, I'll lay it out for all the viewers here. Plan for this week. I need to catch up on Wrexham and Ted Lasso. And then you need to I need to watch Stick, the golf series. And then we'll watch the Noah Khan documentary. And then be useless Friday because I'm just gonna be completely focused on Noah Khan's new album that drops Friday. So that's gonna
That
be.
is fun. That'd be cool.
I'm very excited. I have work that day, but I'm gonna be rendered useless. So somebody's just gonna have to like do that. But this is conversation within conversations. Um, from
Say the line.
you got this line. Cameron, this was
Foxboro's Fortress.